And today we're gonna be playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Sonic Adventure 2?
Yes.
You do know that this is my favorite Sonic game, right? Out of the whole entire franchise?
Yes, because everybody's talking about it.
Well,
Because of the Sonic 3 movie.
yeah, of course, but okay. Wait, hold on. Wait, can you please play the beginning? I love the intro. Oh,
I'm gonna leave it playing.
yes, I love the intro. That's not what I was expecting. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or do we have to sit here for a while for it to play?
I guess we'll leave it at that.
Okay, yeah, because the intro was always my favorite part. Especially since we grew up with Sonic.
Yep.
Come on, share. Okay. Yeah, this part.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing this intro as a kid. It blew my mind.
Yeah, on the GameCube.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, nostalgia is hitting me right now. This song. Live it I remember the first time I saw. Well, the first time. Well, I don't know about you, but I remember the first time I saw this. When you saw Shadow, you're like, who's this black hedgehog?
Yep.
He's the exact opposite of Sonic, but he's cool.
File select.
What? You've already started playing it?
No, this was before.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what are you gonna?
New file.
Yeah. Okay. Which team are you gonna start off with? Gonna do one player.
Yeah.
Story select.
Which one do you want to start with? It's up to you.
Let's do this one first.
Okay. Hero.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
I think it's
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4.
I was wondering how the heck did they capture Sonic? Didn't they lure him with the chili dog?
I know, right?
I think of Raj, remember? Hey, look, it's the chili dog.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing?
Get that hedgehog.
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out here.
I like running better. When I was a kid, my first thought is, how did he have his very own board on there? But then when I replayed this again as an adult, I was like, oh, it's a part of the airplane.
Helicopter.
Helicopter, whatever. I'm terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say this game had a pretty badass soundtrack.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south.
I like the Nate Sharp cover. Keep on moving ahead. No time for guesses. Follow my plan instead. Just take my lead. I'll set you free. Follow me. Set me free. Trust me, and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Prove it to you. Oh gosh. Escape from the city. I'll make it to you. Follow me. Ouch!
I wanted to throw Omocha at the machine.
Danger is looking around every turn. Trust your feelings. Got to live and learn. Oh gosh, this soundtrack was super badass.
I wonder
man.
what happened to that CD anyway.
My CD is still in storage.
Oh.
What I'm thinking is, how come they didn't never release a vinyl? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How come they never released a vinyl? My gosh. I'm not gonna lie. People are probably gonna get, well, no, nobody's not gonna do it. We're all nerds. I actually still have the Sonic, I still have the soundtrack on my playlist. You wanna know something that was cool?
But
When I went to Japan, I don't remember what year it was, but they had made Shark from Namor's The Battle. And it was just so cool because he sang like a lot of the few original songs, but everybody wanted an encore. So the song he sang for the encore was this song. And we all lost our mind, you know? Everybody there was singing. You know, it was like I guess because of conventions, I love going to like events where there's a bunch of, you know, fans. And we get to just hang out and talk about like, what is it that we love? You know, like in Sonic, obviously the video game, but in this particular game, that is my personal favorite, Shadow. Well, the introduction of Shadow, Root, and was Omega in this one?
no.
Okay, I was trying to remember. I'm not gonna lie. What was it? PlayStation 3? Yeah. My roommate had an old PlayStation 3 when we first moved in together, and he wanted me to be comfortable, so he gave me his old PlayStation 3, and he was showing me how to buy games off the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And he said you could buy whatever game you want, obviously. So the first game I bought was obviously Sonic Adventure. This one. And I would play it, and I remember I would spend nights playing video games because he was telling me, so what is it that you always wanted to do? I go, what is it that I always wanted to do? I go, whoop, I always wanted
I messed up.
It happened. I told him I always wanted to play video games, and he goes, fuck it, have a game night. And I did. I was off for a weekend. I spent 3 days playing nothing but Sonic, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I never got to do this as a kid. And I guess this is where I was first, you know, learning how to be an adult, because I was like 18, 19 years old when we got our first place. But still, I do miss those days. I wish I could play games all day. The last time I did that was when Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess came out.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why I wanted to play that game is because Link turned into a wolf. And I had a friend that was super obsessed with the Legend of Zelda series. And he lent me his game and I played it all day. Which I kind of felt bad because I never made it past like the village. Because I wasn't familiar with the Legend of Zelda game. The only Legend of Zelda game I ever played was of course the Majora's Mask for the Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
Anyways, back to Sonic. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You got it, brother. Come on. Does it ever tell you what the heck does gun stand for?
I kind of forgot.
I want to Google it, but at the same time, I'm so like into the game right now because I mean, a lot of us grew up playing Sonic.
Yep.
I mean, heck, we saw the first movie and second movie in theaters.
I'm ready for the third.
I know. But I will get back to that topic right after we check out your goal.
Yes!
Oh yeah.
Boom. Barely made it.
So I mean, I understand there's A rank, B rank, E rank, but does it go like Japan standard, how S rank is like the top of the class?
Yes.
Oh.
But it's hard to get an S.
Oh. Chow's World. Okay. So tell me if you think this will get on your nerves.
What?
So, because you know how we saw the first Sonic movie and the second Sonic movie in theaters?
Yeah.
I remember the first one we saw it as a family, right?
Yeah.
And the second one, The second one, our other little brother took me. We were hanging out at the mall.
Yeah.
No, one of them's drowning. Save the baby. No, save the baby. Save the baby. Save it.
Trying.
Quick, there's the other one. I'm getting PTSD right now.
Come on.
Don't worry, buddy.
You don't pet it. You're gonna let the poor thing drown?
Don't worry.
I'm trying to grab it, but it's not letting me.
You're like, dang it. There. There you go. I was already getting PTSD.
As you were saying.
Okay. So the funny thing about it was that we went to the downtown mall to go see the second Sonic movie. Me and like our other little brother.
Yeah.
And I was wearing an Angel Dust shirt. And you want to know what the employee tells our brother?
What?
I'm not kidding. This is what she tells him. She goes, "Hey, I like your girlfriend's shirt."
Really?
That's one thing I never understood. Every time we hang out in public, as in me and you, or me and our other little brother, people assume that we're freaking together. And I'm like, that's my brother. But yet, when I'm with my roommate, they're like, "Oh, hey, your brother." I go, "Wow."
I know. Total bullshit.
Anyways, so here's the one thing that gets on my nerves. You know how we saw the first Sonic movie in theaters and the second Sonic movie in theaters?
Yeah.
But yet the moment, spoiler alert guys, if you haven't seen the second Sonic movie, but the moment they show Shadow at the end of Sonic 2, now everybody wants to go see Sonic 3 because of Shadow.
Yeah.
When I'm over here like, okay, Shadow's a good character, right?
Yeah.
Shadow's an awesome character, good villain. I love his story. But what I don't like is for the fact that people only want to see Sonic 3 because of Shadow. Why are you gonna go see Sonic 3 if you didn't go support the first two movies?
I know.
Sorry, that was my little rant. That was my
Hopefully in the third one we get to see him use guns.
This game of tag is boring.
boring. I'm out of here.
Finally decided to show up, eh?
Okay, bring it on.
Group Bigfoot reporting to headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
Planet of the Chows? I caught that reference, obviously, to Planet of the Apes. Okay, so this is the one thing I don't understand. I know it shows it in the game, but it even shows it in Sonic X, remember?
Yeah.
When they're going by the video game. It's pretty obvious Dr. Eggman's great-grandfather was the one that designed the robots that the gun's using, right? The police force. Then how is it that in the Sonic X freaking show, Eggman says, "This was the world I was from"?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't get it, yeah.
I mean, I know Sonic and them are aliens from another planet that they came to Earth. Ouch! But why doesn't nobody question it?
I know.
Like I feel like that scene from Sergeant Frog when everything happens and the narrator goes, "I actually want to see an episode where a neighbor starts to notice all this shit that's been going on."
Well, at least it's good that Jim Carrey's returning for Sonic 3.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is a wonderful actor.
Bigfoot to headquarters, over.
Plus, he already made Eggman his own character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fact that they started off Eggman as young and cocky. You know what I mean? Which does explain to him older in the games, because you know how in the video games he's older.
Yeah.
He's not cocky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know in the behind the scenes he keeps on wanting to do the fat suit Eggman.
Yeah, but maybe in this next Sonic movie they are gonna show the Sonic fat suit. I mean the Sonic
The
Eggman.
Eggman.
Oh yeah, Shadow.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power. That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog! Chaos control.
Oh, Shadow's theme song in this soundtrack is something else too.
He's fast. Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp. I'm the world's ultimate life form. Farewell. What is
How can you mistake Shadow and Sonic?
I know they're two different colors. It's black and blue.
I know.
Ooh, I do love the Knuckles one.
Just let go. You just don't know when to give up. Do
That's right. Wasn't this game also the introduction of Rouge too?
Emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful. What the?
What? Thief?
Look who's calling who a thief. I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald's suit. Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I can something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead. Not if I can help it.
What was that all about? Look what you did to my emerald!
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
Sure.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
I was thinking of the Roger cartoon. Oh my gosh, it's Batgirl!
Yeah. Okay.
And also the Knuckle, like I said, the music, the soundtrack in this game. Oh my gosh, it's like, hey, this is a kid's game. They didn't have to go hardcore with what they did. You know what I mean?
Three pieces of the Master Emerald hidden somewhere around here. Use the radar to check out
Okay, somewhere here.
find them all.
So here's one of the things that always bothered me. Now, you know, as an artist myself, I am very observant with colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of artists are. You know what I mean? We're very observant with colors. Now, the one thing that I didn't like, because you know the whole point of Shadow is that he's supposed to be the exact opposite of Sonic, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so when Shadow first came out in this game, you know how they also made his skin darker?
I
Yeah.
did not realize that.
Yeah, exactly. In the game, in the beginning, well, right now when we just saw Shadow, it shows that his skin, like his mouth skin tone, is dark. I just don't like how throughout the years they lighted it up. You know, to me that kind of kills it because, you know, he's the opposite of Sonic, so he should have, you know, darker skin tone than Sonic. You know what I mean? That's just one of the things that gets on my nerves. Like in this game, you know how Knuckles' face is a little bit more darker than usual? And then in the later games, it's light, which I don't understand why. But a lot of people were like, oh, well, it's because of lighting. I go, yeah, that's understandable. But why did they make Shadow's skin more lighter? It was perfect dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was perfect dark. Why did they make him lighter? But I hear a lot of fangirls call him the emo Sonic. So I don't really much remember Shadow's backstory. Well, of course I know in this game, but I'm talking about, like, have you ever played Shadow the Hedgehog?
Well, a few times because that's the only. Well, that's because that's the only game where he gets to use guns, vehicles.
Yeah. I remember that when people were losing their shit because they saw Shadow with the gun, they were like, oh, Shadow has a gun? Shadow drives a motorcycle? What the heck? I mean, I can see it fit because obviously, you know, the opposite of Sonic, you know?
Yeah.
You know, unlike Sonic, Shadow, yeah, he'll get a gun, he'll fuck somebody up. You know what I mean?
The first time, no. But the second time, yes, after the... Let's just say the real Shadow died. And Eggman kind of brought Shadow back.
Okay, so here's my question. How the heck did he come back in Sonic X?
It's the same explanation that I just said. Same way. Same way.
Because I remember him dying in Sonic X because he saw Chris reminded him of Maria. You know, and then of course, obviously, like the video game, the sacrifices his life. But still, though, how the heck did they bring him back? It's like with the Rowdy Rough Boys. You know how they're destroyed and then they brought them back, and
well, actually, it was him because of his power.
Yeah. That's what he said. He goes. Yeah, I was the one. Dang it, how does he do his voice? I was the one who. I don't know how to fucking do his voice, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know, it never occurred to me growing up that he was actually gay. You know, I don't know if you caught that. You know what I mean? Like
I thought he was some sort of drag queen or something.
As a kid?
Yes.
Huh. As a kid, I saw nothing wrong with that, you know? I was like, oh, okay, he's a guy, he likes to wear boots, and he wears pink. So does Angel Dust.
Yeah.
You know, but that didn't occur to me as a kid. I was like, oh, okay, he's a villain. You know what I mean? That thought never occurred to me. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's what he likes to wear. You know, because as a kid, I always thought boots, like, the only boots I can think about, like, I always thought Angel Dust boots and, like, boots, like, army boots, like in G.I. Joe. As a kid, now this was my thought, as a kid, I always thought that was the same thing. That's what I thought. I don't know, like, Alter was 6 pillars. You know, but I don't think about stuff like that. Like in, okay, like in Sonic, because you know how people thought Sonic and Scourge were two, okay, people think that Sonic and Scourge were the same character.
No, totally different.
Yeah. I remember me and a friend of mine, we had to, okay, so one of my other friends, I can't really say their name, just got into Sonic. Like, he made his own OC and everything, and he was saying, okay, I want to know, like, what Sonic character would he bang? And we were like, well, let's see here, you know what I mean?
Boy.
So we're going by each and every other character, you know what I mean? And he was surprised to learn that in the comics, that Sonic was a real player. That's the only way I can put that statement.
Yeah.
You know, and like, think about it, because we were also talking about it to our other friends who are also, you know, Sonic fans. And we had to explain to our friend, okay, so which Sonic are you talking about? Talking about the video game Sonic, the cartoon show Sonic, or are you talking about the comic book series Sonic? You know, which one? Because yeah, they're the same character, but they portray them different ways, you know what I mean? So we had to, like, he was shocked. He was like, Sonic was a player? I go, does anybody ever read the comic books?
Apparently not.
Yeah, exactly, they don't. And I go, you don't read, okay, now, I don't, hey, look, I see it's floating. It's floating around, brother. See it right there, right there. There it is. Come on, almost got it. Yes!
Got it, yeah.
I found them.
As you were saying?
Yeah, you know, we had to explain. Okay, so I understand there's people who like Sonic, and then there's people
That was tough.
who's like hardcore fans.
Yeah.
Me, I like Sonic, but I wouldn't call myself a hardcore Sonic. You know, I don't like live and breathe Sonic. I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't like, you know what I mean, live and breathe it. So we had to explain to my friend, okay, so Sonic in the comics is a player. Sonic in the car. Save the baby!
Where did he go? I can't see it.
Save the baby!
No, babe.
I don't know why he does that.
No, babe.
Wait, not big one. Yeah, we were telling Sonic in the comics is a player. Sonic in the video game, obviously he's not. He's too focused on being a hero. And then you have Sonic in the cartoon show. Now, remember from all the cartoon shows, and no, I'm not gonna count Sonic. I'm not gonna count Sonic Boom.
Or the other one.
Prime. Okay, Sonic Prime is pretty good.
No. The other one.
Okay, we're gonna make a list. There's the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Underground.
Exactly. Don't talk about Sonic Underground.
Okay. People have given me shit for this, but I do like Sonic Underground. I like it. All right. I could picture everybody giving me shit on Twitter. You like Sonic Underground? What? Okay. The one thing I don't like about Sonic Underground is Knuckles' voice. Because if Sonic's supposed to be a teenager, then why the heck does Knuckles sound like a cocky little kid? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And what was that other one? It was just called Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, that one followed the comics a little bit. So, like, remember in the comics, well, and in the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, remember, Sonic did have a crush on Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, did have a crush on Sally Acorn, I believe that was her name.
Sally Acorn, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And that followed up in the cartoon, but the thing is, the comics does get... Okay, the comics would always confuse me because there's a bunch of arcs.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of arcs in the comic, and there's been so many complaints about Sally's design, you know, just wearing boots and a jacket, or sometimes she'll just be wearing the boots. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into that.
No, we're
I'm
not
not gonna go into that. But the thing that confused me the most is, I understand that in the comics, in the future, Sonic and Sally get married, they have kids, but the one thing I don't understand, for some strange reason, and I had to go to an expert about it, so I went to Kova, who has every single Sonic issue you could think of.
Yeah.
But that was back in the 2000s. I don't think she has any modern ones. Anyways, so I had to ask her, so how is it that in one of the comics, obviously, when Sonic marries Sally, he becomes king, but how is it that when Sonic's gone, Sally remarries, she marries Shadow, and Shadow becomes king? I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. And I was kind of confused. I was like, so why does she marry Shadow? And this is actually in the comics, guys. I'm not kidding. There's pictures of Shadow becoming king. And that kind of confused me. And I asked her, and she goes, well, she explained to me the reason for that is because Sonic goes away on a mission and she thought Sonic died. So, instead, she moves on, or tries to move on, and marries Shadow. And I was like, but that doesn't make any sense!
Nope, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, how do you know he's dead?
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret
That's the one thing I never
reinforced
caught.
and super strong. It's called Prison Island.
I mean, Shadow looks cool as a king,
On
but...
satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic destroyed the military.
You know, they don't even talk about Amy's cousin.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Amy Rose has a cousin, I believe.
What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman too.
Hold on, I think
What's
I'm
Amy
gonna...
doing here?
Dang
Doesn't
it.
matter.
My phone's
I have to
charging,
help
so I
Amy
can't
because
call.
She's in danger. Tornado, transformation.
Rob! His name was Rob. So Amy Rose has a cousin named Rob, and Rob is an archer. He's kind of like the Robin Hood in the Sonic universe. Well, the Sonic comics. And a lot of people forget that Knuckles used to be green. Yeah, like I said, guys, if y'all really like Sonic, I recommend the Sonic comics because there's more lore. There's more lore in the comics and more stories. But like I said, I I know a bunch of people that are hardcore Sonic fanatics. You know, and we did that when we were playing. What was it? I think it's this first. When we were playing Kill Bang Mary on Twitter with Sonic characters.
Oh, okay.
With all the Sonic fanatics, and they were like, "Okay, you gotta specify. Are we just doing video games, cartoons, or comics?"
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love hanging around with a bunch of nerds.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Amy's so useless. She's like the Sakura.
Wow, Two.
Freaking.
You did it. What are you doing here on this island?
I'm not gonna lie, I have always hated Amy's
That
theme
question.
song.
Don't you know it's dangerous here? I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic. Again? Hurry.
Just go home.
I was
Nobody
about to say, you
wants
want to help? Don't do that.
Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back. Don't leave without me. I want to help Sonic too.
Go home.
Okay, here's the thing I never understood.
What?
I was like, okay, you know Tails is 8, right?
Yeah.
Tails is 8 years old, and Amy is Sonic's 15. Tails is 8.
Some people keep on saying she's 12.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So it says Amy Rose is 4 years old. So apparently Sonic is 3 years older than Amy, which I can understand why he doesn't like her. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, keep in mind that Sonic did come out in the 90s, and this game came out in the 2000s. So it was kind of common for, like, you know, young girl that has a crush on, you know, older guy.
Yeah.
But the one thing that always got on my nerves is, why doesn't Tails ever push her and stuff? You know?
Yeah.
I was like, why doesn't Tails ever, like, you know, push Amy away or something? And then somebody pointed out to me, I don't remember who it was, probably my roommate. No, whatever it was. They pointed out, well, think about it, Tails is a mature kid. Amy is 4 years older than her. So their thought, maybe, because Tails is the kid that he's trying not to do.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I never thought of that. You know, I was like,
Yes, good. I finally shot you.
shot the robot. So where is Big Dick Cat? Did he make an appearance in this level? Hey, look! We're just talking about it. Big.
You still suck.
No.
Your stupid fishing game in the first Sonic Adventure.
Big is a good boy. I mean,
Yeah, but chasing a frog around with the fishing rod and then once you caught him in, whoop, he escapes again. Which is true.
Doesn't the frog mutate in general?
Yes, regains its tail. Yeah. I love shooting Omo Chow. I love it.
You love it, or you...
As you're saying.
So do you think Shadow's gonna be the... Like, are they gonna show
There's been a lot of debate on that too. And some people are hoping, are we gonna get a Metal Sonic as well? Because that's what a lot of people are asking.
I mean, I know our brother will go crazy for a Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
We know he'll go crazy for it. Metal Sonic is always Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know who's even... They haven't even given out any other names. Other than the one's gonna be playing Maria.
I I just realized something.
What?
The last movie is where Knuckles and Tails made the Knuckles, right?
Yeah.
And then the couple adopted them, so does that mean they're gonna also adopt Shadow?
Depending on what happens.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously, you know, Sonic's a kid and they're trying to guide him. Which I see is pretty interesting, you know what I mean? Because me and a couple of old friends we used to hang out with, we used to have our own, like, you know, army thing.
Yeah.
And what got on our nerves was that there was this guy that would play with us, and now this is how it goes. He had to have the OP character.
Overpowered.
Yes, and it was.
That was
It
easy.
annoyed a lot of us. You know, he had to have the OP character.
Mm.
And one of our players was like, "Oh, let him," and we're like, "No, that's not how that works."
Nope.
It was super annoying, you know, because a lot of our characters that we have, and now keep in mind this was like a Hasbin Hotel thing.
Yeah.
So all of us, we all made our characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we never had characters that were OP, because then, you know what I mean? And then we had to freaking talk to this guy, because we're like, look, man, it's like the start of Naruto. Naruto doesn't start off as a Hokage, does he?
Nope.
No, he starts off young and he built his way up. But no. Oh, I'm so glad I don't play anymore because this guy was just annoying, you know? And not just that, he didn't even put an effort for his character. All he did was copy Dante from Devil May Cry.
That's lame.
Yeah, exactly! And I was like, dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it had no creativity while everybody else, you know, working on characters, we had a creativity. Like, I played an imp. You know, I played as an imp in this game. And we're like, okay, homework, you know what I mean?
Yep.
We're going by the lore of the show, but yeah, this guy was just annoying. You know, threw a tantrum. He didn't get his little tomatoes. Yeah, luckily I haven't played it in so long. I mean, I miss it. Yeah.
I can't get it. So, well, I wonder what's gonna happen now since Hasbin's already wrapped up.
Well, season 1, they
Well,
already
season
got
1.
started on season 2.
The voice recordings of season 2.
Yes.
And what are the V's gonna be planning?
Yeah, okay, so theory is that the V's are going to be the new baddies. Which is cool because that means I get to see more of Tiffany, Teddy. I get to see more of Vox.
Here.
I mean, I've been talking about Hasbin with my friends for the podcast. But how far have you gotten?
Of what?
Hasbin.
I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of spoilers on Twitter.
Watch the show!
Amy,
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
Go away.
Right?
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help?
His machine only has
Because
one
you could
seat.
use it.
Exactly, that's what I thought
The
of.
reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Dun-dun. Oh, I had to do
If
it.
I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way.
I thought I had you this time.
See, Sonic knows better.
Yep.
He's like, you're 12, I don't want to marry you.
Mm-hmm.
That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write
Do
that?
you know what all those writing is?
Wait for me, Sonic!
Eggman's
Such a
grandpa's,
brat.
his calculations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you caught that because a lot of people didn't catch that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, what was all those writing? Well, wait a minute. So, doesn't that mean he's also related to Maria?
Yes.
Well, I've been so happy with Has-Been. I'm not gonna lie, I've been rewatching Has-Been. I mean, it got to a point where people at my work, you know, started watching Has-Been, and then now I became one of the coolest people at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we saw your show. Now we know what you meant. We thought you were just making it up. I'm not gonna lie, on my desk, I do have an Angel Dust coffee.
Yeah.
It's my favorite coffee. You know, and then I brought the mouse pad, and then one of the people from the main office.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already watched Hell of Boss. I nicknamed him Mammon because he's a big guy. You know what I mean? He's a big guy, so I nicknamed him Mammon. And then when I told him about Has-Been, he recommended it to his Discord server. You know, so him and the people in the Discord server, they actually streamed Has-Been, and they're all hooked to a point where they all changed their, you know, they changed their profile pictures. You know, like there's a guy named Anthony. Obviously, they made him Angel. You know, and he just stayed as Mammon because that was a nickname I gave him. And he goes, "You are Charlie," and I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, I thought he was gonna say goodbye. Where did he come out from?
I know, you saw that, right? You witnessed
Just
that. I know.
You want to know what the one thing I'm waiting for too? I'm waiting for a couple of things. One, I am waiting for them to release a vinyl record of Has-Been. And secondly, I'm seeing what other merchandise are gonna, you know,
Pull out.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed when Amazon posted merchandise.
Yeah.
Hats, t-shirts, sweaters, but I was disappointed because I thought it was gonna be like Shark Robot. You know how Shark Robot had badass shirts?
Yeah.
You know how they teamed up with artists like Usama, you know what I mean?
I thought, what about the pins?
Yeah, well, okay. The pins that came out, the pins were cool. Alright then? Because they're designed by an artist. But the t-shirts and the sweaters, in my opinion, was a big disappointment because all they really did is they just got like, you know, the Has-Been Hotel Amazon poster.
Yeah.
All they did was they got that and they just threw it on a t-shirt. Boom, this is the official merch.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that disappointing?
Yeah.
You know, to me, that was very disappointing because I like the Shark Robot, you know, where they showed some TLC into their merchandise. But obviously, since it's on Amazon, that means Amazon's gonna take care of all their merchandising, which is understandable, you know, because Amazon put a lot of money into it. That's the one thing people don't understand. You know, if you're gonna buy a product, obviously you're gonna want to make money off of them.
Yeah.
Take a look at Has-Been, the show, without any spoilers. In my opinion, for somebody that's been waiting for years for the show came out fantastic. You know what I mean? Season 1's already wrapped up, and they made room for lore. You know, there's some questions that still hasn't been answered.
Barely made
but at
it.
the same time, there are questions that were answered. You know what I mean? And they're already recording for season 2, and the animation was fantastic.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So they did a really good job. It was worth the wait. Now with season 2, they already announced that we're not gonna be waiting like
long
for season 2. You know? I mean, without any spoilers, because I know you haven't really finished watching it, brother. But Has-Been, I would recommend it. I would recommend Has-Been. But the interesting thing about it was that I actually started watching Has-Been in Spanish.
No.
Yeah. I started watching Has-Been in Spanish. They don't have episode 4 in Spanish, which you're going to find out why when you finally watch it. And watching it in Spanish, I was actually talking to my friend Maria about it. A YouTuber.
Yeah.
and I was telling her, hey man, I was watching it in Spanish, and I found out that obviously they change a bunch of words around, like, you know. But the one thing I was super impressed is, you know how a lot of the songs like rhyme?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the songs rhymed. What's one song I can't spoil? Oh yeah, Happy Day in Hell, when she says, I can already tell it's gonna be a fucking happy day in hell. In Spanish, they still rhyme. You know, the songs still rhyme in Spanish, and I go, oh wow, they kept that.
Okay.
And believe it or not, in Spanish, and I have to explain this because every time I say this, I have to explain it to a bunch of people. But in Spanish, looks like your typical Mexican cartoon.
Oh.
Because remember, the cartoons that are in Mexico are much more violent and they're much more scarier. Remember, Villainous came from Cartoon Network Mexico.
Latin.
Yeah,
LA
same thing.
for short.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Because I remember I was watching a clip of, it was like a little stop motion clip from Cartoon Network Mexico, and it was actually kind of scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was telling that to Marie, and she goes, "You're right." And I was telling her, "Yeah." I was asking my dad about it, and Dad was saying it's because remember, okay, so we're Hispanic, obviously.
Yeah.
Because remember, our culture, we're used to scary. You know what I mean? Like as kids, we were told scary stories. You know?
Yeah.
And that's, you know, our ancestors have been doing that for generations and generations. You know? Obviously, in the family, I was always the keeper of the stories. You know how every Halloween night, rather Halloween's on a Friday or a Saturday. Remember how I would always gather up the teenagers and we'll tell scary stories among the campfire. You know what I mean? And like our grandma said, that was something that her uncle did, and etc. You know what I mean? But you're doing that for generations, so we're used to all the scary stuff to be part of our culture. But in the other people in the U.S., they're not gonna like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was already in our culture. So, but watching Spanish, it does look like a typical Mexican. I just find it funny because we all know that Alistair doesn't cuss, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. But Alistair does cuss.
I know.
Phew. So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me?
Ha! You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
There's no time to play games.
Stupid parody
You
where
won't even
Sonic
get the
does make
chance.
Shadow eat
Yeah,
those words.
yeah. I
Like,
remember
oh, that
that.
stupid parody.
I remember that.
I'm the coolest.
Ouch!
We're just gonna.
Oh, I see. So you're not just a hedgehog.
Wait, so doesn't that mean Shadow's older than Sonic?
Yeah. Well, because Shadow is immortal anyway.
Oh yeah, I forgot because he was cloned, right?
Yeah.
He was specially cloned?
Yep.
Or was he... Hold on a second.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up!
I always liked this music. The sick guitar riff.
Gotta get out of here. Find Andy Taylor right away.
That guitar.
And of course, a time limit.
That guitar felt like Adam. But yeah, so Alistair does cuss, so I'm not gonna say, you know, when and where. But yeah, and it's funny because in Spanish he says cabrón and it sounds funny. You know, because he goes, aha, cabrón. To me, I thought it was funny. See the person in Spanish. Or not, you think YouTube will let us watch it in Spanish?
I don't know.
You wanna try that?
I don't know. Again, I don't know.
Well, I think what you should do is you should go ahead and watch it in English, and then we can try to do another stream of it in Spanish with subtitles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ouch! And try it. Because I know the video that we put out got demonetized, right?
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't understand, because everybody else is doing that, and how is it that their videos aren't getting demonetized?
I know,
I
right?
mean, my friend Maria was saying that she was having problems with hers too, you know?
Yeah.
And I was telling her, yeah, man, that happened with me and my brother. Oh yeah, apparently people were grossed out about my Twitter post. Did you get to see it?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Do you think that was gross?
It's cool.
I know! Because somebody made a comment about it, and I was like, you know, I didn't understand what the person was saying. For the record, guys, I actually attended a horror shopping event, and I bought a few pins. I didn't get to show them, but I bought a few pins.
So fuck.
And this vendor did taxidermy. She did taxidermy moths, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for $85, guys, for $85, if I didn't have any cats, I would have bought a deer heart. Yeah, it was a legitimate deer heart. I was like, oh, if I didn't have any cats, I would have bought deer's heart. I would have got Alistair's heart. Yeah, but I kind of noticed, because I don't get to go to the shopping events.
Back.
Again?
Yeah. But I am planning to get a hold of some deer jerky.
Ooh, you're gonna share, right? How much is it?
I don't know, I haven't seen.
I remember me and roommate wanted to get deer meat,
Yeah.
and all he wanted was to make it into a burger. I was like, so you want to get delicious deer meat, but you want to turn it into a burger?
There's lots of stuff you could do with meat.
I know, but he said deer burger tastes really good. I want to try deer. I mean, we've already had this discussion so many times.
Blows up.
Anyways, yeah. And then there was like another vendor there. They actually got bones and turned into art.
Okay.
And some people they were grossed out. I mean, it's a horror shopping freaking event. What did they expect?
I don't know, I guess they didn't look at the dictionary and said, what is horror?
I mean, I went to a lot of shopping events. Like, I went to this one. I mean, you know me, taxidermy always fascinates me. And I have been made fun of for it. I've been called a psychopath just because I said I love taxidermy, you know? I could sit down and watch taxidermy. Heck, I can talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, people think that's weird, but I remember me, Joe, and Marcus, we went to a museum, and nothing but taxidermy. We were in heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like, oh my gosh, look at that taxidermy fox. Is that a taxidermy owl? You know what I mean? We were enjoying all the taxidermy there. Anyways, yeah, but because everybody knows I'm a crafter, and I try to be a vendor at craft events, but the only problem is, like, the ones that's near me, they're super
Nitpicky.
yeah, is the next thing to say. They're super nitpicky on who they want to be their vendor. You know, because the first two times when they started hosting this, they had lots of vendors. But this time they didn't have a lot of vendors. It looks like they were being nitpicky, and I've been told because a lot of these like events they're being hosted. Because I think you remember this. Me, Joe, and Kova did an event one time. You know what I mean? Because the three of us brought stuff, and we went and Joe had a booth, and she was nice enough to let us sell our art at her booth. You know what I mean? And there's these two ladies, very, very nice ladies. You know, they asked us questions, they liked our stuff, and they were talking to us about, you know, doing more events with them under their name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, they're nice ladies. And I was explaining to them, I go, well, yeah, this one event I wanted to do, it's called this event. And they both immediately made a face saying, yeah, somebody else is in charge of that. I don't want to say their names because I don't want to talk to anybody. But the person that's in charge of that is a guy, and he's super nitpicky. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Which is not good, and that's what the ladies were saying. They're saying, yeah, it's not good. I mean, you're hosting an event, you want vendors. You shouldn't be nitpicky on who you're gonna have.
Yeah.
You know, because this guy doesn't like first comers, you know? Which is kind of unfair because, you know, we want to learn how to run a booth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At a art show, this guy's just nitpicking. He doesn't like new people. Which is why these ladies, they were so nice and generous, and they're like, yeah, we love, we love newcomers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want the experience on how to run your own booth, you know what I mean? I mean, they're super nice, and they let us, you know, have a booth. I mean, obviously we started with yeah, but we're trying to do our next show. I mean, Joe already got started making her stuff. She, started making Has-Been Hotel shakers.
Yes! Oh, okay. Huh.
You know, yeah, she's been showing them on her Twitter. They're coming out really good. And I'm about to start making buttons because that's what I sell. And Kova's making more jewelry.
No problem.
Okay.
And then I think we're also gonna have another person. I think we might have Novice with us, but I cannot really say, you know, cause this is gonna sound lazy, but Joe's the one that books everything.
Yep.
She's the one that books everything. We just make product and we just show up. Yeah, she's the responsible one.
The one that does all the paperwork.
Yeah, she does all the paperwork. I don't freaking
understand it.
Yeah, which I don't understand. I mean, because I can't do that much paperwork. But yet she does it all. Makes product, she works, she does paperwork. You know what I mean? She does all that. And she even twists balloons. What the heck?
I know, right?
And I'm like, girl, how the hell do you have time for all that? I mean, I asked her so many times to come do a video, but she's always busy.
Oh yeah.
It's never in her schedule, and I'm like, dude, you should come play games with us. You know,
we need a fourth player.
I know we need a fourth player. That's what I was telling her. I go, hey, you should just come and I tried to invite her to the Sonic, you know, video that we're doing today, but she respectfully declined because she's just too busy. And I go, man, dude, people need to hear your voice. They need to know what you sound like.
Yeah.
But she's too shy. No, but she's too shy. Did you check out her Charlie sculpture that she made?
Oh, yeah.
I know. We're like, how the heck do you do that?
I know. Wasn't there an issue that somebody was praising the arts, but not the physical arts, like the balloons? Sure.
Oh yeah, I remember about that. That apparently in the community, somebody pointed out that how is it that it's that it's the drawings that are getting praise, which is I understand there's a lot of creative talent in the community, but the one thing that some people were getting annoyed is how is it that it's just people that draw are getting the attention? How come they're not like people with physical art?
Yeah.
Like they're talking about how is it that Joe's balloons are not getting that attention? How is it? And then there's another artist that does sculpture work, you know? I believe he did clay sculptures of the Has-Been characters. You know, how come he's not getting any praise? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why is that? That was one of the issues. Ooh, my favorite.
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose.
Yeah.
I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Is this song that got us into rapping?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, okay, so I don't listen to a lot of rap. You know, because obviously you say rap and a lot of people think of
Snoop Dogg. 50
Okay,
Cent.
yeah, you know, and Eminem, which I have to say, they're all really cool rappers. All right, me personally, I don't like dissing any artists. You know what I mean? Because there's different forms of arts and there's different artists that are, you know, good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That are good in their respectable fields. Like I remember I was freaking out one of my coworkers because they were talking about rap. And I go, oh yeah, I know a little bit about rap. And they were like, no, you don't know anything about rap. No, you don't. And I go, yes, I do. My roommate listens to rap. And they said, okay, name one rapper that's not Eminem, Snoop Dogg.
I just found that by luck. Wow.
Was it not Eminem, Snoop Dogg, or I don't remember what was the other one. They said name a rapper, and I just said the first rapper that popped into my head. All I said was, "There's Immortal Technique," and they're like, "Oh shit, you do know your raps." And I told him because my roommate always plays it. I can hear the TV from his room. I can hear the TV from his room. That's why I know rap, because of my roommate. You know what I mean? Like he'll play it.
Okay, now where did it go? As you're saying?
Yeah. So one of the Knuckles raps. Yeah. It was one of my introductions to rapping. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I personally don't like the raps that talks. Hey, I really noticed that.
Go away. Okay, as you're saying.
So one of the okay. So here's the thing though. When I listen to music, I like checking out the lyrics. And when it goes to rap, I personally don't like the rap songs that talk about the same thing, you know?
It's always
just drugs and sex and violence, you know? There's more than that, you know? That's why when you check out Eminem's song, Rap God, you know what I mean? There's meaning behind those words, there's meaning behind those lyrics. Believe it or not, my favorite rap song of all time is by Richie Branson, and it's called Least Likely to Succeed. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good rap song. Does it have a few cuss words? Yeah, I have a few cuss words. But it's the lyrics behind those words.
Because I clearly remember in the 90s raps used to rhyme. Nowadays they just don't. Like what gives?
I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. They said I'll never make it. I was too strange, like moon's hair, and I shouldn't. Sorry. I remember senior year when I couldn't get a date to prom. I've been working for so long to do my favorite prom. Didn't get a chance to sing them, so that's why I wrote the song. Even when I'm at my greatest, I feel like I don't belong, but that's okay. That's just good. I don't feel no threats. Forget all my doubters, they had no faith. Back in those days, I killed my emotions long ago, bitch, that's a cold case. I used to be a reject, I just want some respect. I got potential they haven't seen yet. Someday I'm gonna be blessed. I used to be a reject, I just want some respect. I got potential they haven't seen yet. Someday I'm gonna be blessed. I used to be a reject. Yeah, that's the lyrics to that song. You know what I mean? I love the meaning behind it. That's why it's my favorite rap song at all times. Cause it's so relatable. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's so freaking relatable, and I freaking love it. It's by an artist named Richie Branson, and if you're not familiar with him, he has done songs for the Rooster Teeth cartoon show Camp Camp.
Oh.
Yeah, he was one of like old rappers that said, yeah man, I like anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super cool. My roommate introduced me to him, and sometimes when I'm at work, I will jam out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing about this dude is, I give him respect because he's, well, I don't know the full story and how he became a rapper, but there was a song that he did that was inspired by Dragon Ball Z called Imperfect Cells, and he talks about how he had cancer. You know how he had cancer, he fought it and everything, but he had to pay a lot of money, but he was just happy, you know, because he has a daughter that he supports. You know what I mean? I just like how he just referenced an anime to it, you know, and I just freaking love that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so Richie Branson, one of my favorite rappers.
We can't.
Maybe it's on the other side.
No, it's in there.
There's no way the Chaos Inroad is in there. As I say, just go around. He's right there. Gotta watch what it goes. Dang it! Ah, I remember playing. I'm like, oh, where's that?
It's closer.
I just saw it right now.
Where did you see it? Oh, wait, no, that's your shadow. Oh, wait, there it is. Come on, almost there, brother.
Yeah, that was a close one.
One more left. What about you, brother? Do you have any favorite rappers?
Not that I know of.
Any good Japanese rap?
Wait. Does the one from the Ninja Turtles count?
Go, Ninja,
Yeah.
go, Ninja, go. Oh, why not? You mean Vanilla Ice?
Yeah.
I have no complaint with Vanilla Ice. The only complaint is I don't like Ice Ice Baby. I don't. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because the beat's copying Under Pressure by Queen.
Oh.
Under pressure. Pushing down. Pushing down. Sorry, I do that. On the mountain shaped like pumpkin. That's where it's at. Where is it? There's so many mountains.
Yeah.
Can you just... Wait, so the Knuckles fly or glide? Because I've been hearing that debate for a long time.
It's glide. He glides.
Because everybody goes, oh no, he flies. I go, what fucking wings does he fly?
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying about Baggy. Wait, does she glide with her hair? Like Knuckles?
Oh yeah, that's right. Does she glide like Knuckles? Mountain ship of a pumpkin. Is it that?
No.
This is the Ghost Train turntable. Move the switch in the direction
Go away.
you want the train to go.
Not that one. Oh, nice one.
No, that was a real cool song.
One more. Yeah, let's just finish this level. I thought about doing a rap song, but the only problem is I didn't know what to rap about. I mean, if I ever decide to tackle a project like that, I already know who to hit up for music. But I wouldn't know what to rap about. I mean, knowing you, you would freaking like whatever it is I freaking do, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I could rap about Transformers and Decepticons. Oh, because of you, and I'm gonna put this out. This isn't a spoiler, but in Has Been, somebody says, "Let the slaughter begin." You want to know what was the first fucking thing that popped into my head?
This place looks familiar.
Transformers, the movie, remember?
Yeah.
That was it called when Megatron goes, "Let the slaughter begin." That's what that freaking reminded me of.
Pumpkin Mountain. Okay.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my little speed.
Did you hear about the rumors about the rapper?
What rapper?
The rapper is singing right now.
Oh, no? No, what's the rumor?
Apparently there's a rumor that he got in trouble, he got arrested. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of freaking rumors and I'm like, okay, what's true?
Like, okay, rappers getting arrested, that's not new to me.
It isn't. And where's the end road of this Pumpkin Mountain? Like, man, I forgot you haven't seen, like, have you ever seen the Boondocks?
No.
Alright, so in the Boondocks, because you know how a lot of rappers, they're depicted to be gangsters, you know, that have guns, weapons, and such, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apparently that's the stereotype that get, like, you know, that the rappers are the real gangsters, but in the show The Boondocks, there's a singer named Gangsterlicious. You know, and Riley, one of the little boys, really looked up to him, you know, the troublemaker, really looks up to him and such. And he got upset because he found out that he's not a real gangster. Yeah, he got upset because he's not a real gangster, he's just a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he gets mad at him, he goes, "You're supposed to be gangsta-licious." You know, it's so funny. I mean, it's so funny, but he was telling him straight up, "Hey, I'm not a gangster, I'm just, you know, a rapper, a singer." That's what I think of. Because he tells him not a gangster, he gets very disappointed.
I guess we're gonna stop here, and I'm already hungry already.
Okay, alrighty then, guys.
Well, I guess... Wait, what?
What? I just said okay,
No.
guys.
The words.
From Pumpkin Mountain, you can see what? There's words. Pumpkin on the pumpkin shaped like a ghost. Side-eye pumpkin.
Hold up.
Yeah. we were gonna end it.
Like what? Okay.
I didn't know it did that. I like how you were like, okay, I guess we're gonna end this. Wait a minute. It said Sad-eye pumpkin. Is that on it? Oh.
The fuck?
I found him.
I guess we learned something new today, guys.
I shook my head so hard that my
I have
model
to try
froze.
harder.
Like,
Disappointed.
really? After all that looking around.
Citizens of Earth,
Am I the only one that when I hear this Eggman song, I think it's her pinches? Cause I'm the Eggman. I got the master plan. I am the Eggman.
be the world's greatest ruler.
That needs to be an antimatic.
Beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
shape of a face, or was that his grandpa's weapon?
Weapon, yeah.
So if it wasn't powered by the Chaos Emerald before, what is it powered by now?
I don't know.
Wouldn't we die if the moon does, you know?
No.
24 hours for negotiation.
Look! Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, that's the reason they were looking for him. Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magnets. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it! The three of them. That means me too. Hey, wait!
Let her get arrested.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Just let her get arrested. Alright, brother, pause it.
Okay, now we're gonna end the video.
Now we're gonna end the video.
Ugh.
Alright then, guys. Have a wonderful night. Join us next time. We're gonna continue playing Sonic, right?
Yes.
Okay, join us next time for our next Sonic gameplay.
Have a great day. Good night. Bye.
Bye.